What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the Orange Wires Garage. And it's been a minute since I've been able to buy a nice truck or anything to work on here at the shop. So we got a truck that's about to play on the COPART auction. It's a 2013 Toyota Tacoma long bed, four-wheel drive truck. It's got 190,000 miles on it in the beautiful spruce mica color. I'd like to try to get this one, and the bidding's about to start. So let's see if we can win it here. Right now, I got the high bid at $7,000. Just got outbid by Kentucky at $7,100. I'm going to bid it real slow here. Just right at the last minute, I bid at $72. Kentucky's right back at $73. I'm going to let it count down a little bit and see if we can get, sneak it in here at $74. I was about too late. It just went to bonus time. And I just got outbid again, so I'm right back in at $7,600. Kentucky's in at $77. I'm in at $78. Man, I should stop. I just went right back in at $8,000. So it's between me and Kentucky at $8,000 right now. I've got the high bid. Kentucky's right back in at $8,100. I just don't know if I should bid anymore, but let's go with $8,200. Man, they went right back at $8,300. So I'm in again at $8,400. I mean, we're in it to win it here. That's quite a bit. That's quite a bit. But we just won this truck for $8,400 plus a little bit of fees. So let's check out what we bought. So checking down driver's side. Everything looks pretty good for a 13. It's nice and straight. We can see the windshield is broke. And then the roof up here, it's gonna have to be painted. Brand new set of Cooper Discoverer tires. I mean, those things are brand spanking new all the way around. Got some running boards on there. And it's a long bed. The bed's not too skin up. And they got these little guards over the tail light when they're out in the woods. Tailgate's not too bad bent up. The bumper's got a few nicks and scratches. Maybe somebody will send us a bumper on this one. And this bedside, it looks okay. It's got a few dings here and there. I see one right in here. I can probably PDR that a little bit. And then this door, this rear door, it's got just a little bit of a ding right there. I'm pretty sure I can fix that up. And then we've got the passenger door here, which is hit pretty hard. Not going to lie, that one is hit pretty hard. Fender also hit pretty hard. And then it bucked up the hood right here. So just a little bit of a hood. So we got a fender, we got one door, or a door skin, or a door. We could get a door, that's no problem. The bumper, it looks okay. We need a new headlight, so we'll get a couple of new headlights. This little filler piece that goes under the headlight, we'll get that. It looks pretty good to me. I mean, we gotta have a mirror. The mirror's gone on the other side. The inside of this truck is super clean, like it's really clean in here. Everything looks nice. The seats are in really good shape. No holes, no tears. Seats look really, really nice, honestly. They look really good. And then the back seat also looks really, really nice. That's our rear view mirror in that bag there. But all in all, this truck, it looks really, really good. And we can definitely see up there that roof is gonna need to be painted. And then there's one little spot right here on the A-pillar. It's kind of behind this plastic, but whatever hit it, it hit this right here. It bent the A-pillar skin right through there. And I know I can pull all that stuff out. I've done that before. And y'all know that I like to get started on these trucks with a nice wash, get everything nice and clean. This one I'm gonna have to be careful since the passenger window's down and the windshield's completely broke out. We're going to do some paint work on this truck. So I like to use this super clean and just spray on here, get rid of all the wax and grease. Let's hook up the pressure washer and let's get this thing cleaned up, get some parts ordered, and maybe we can start putting this thing back together and see how it's all going to look. Got to be really careful to not get any water down in the cab. And I like to just use this super clean to get rid of all the wax and all the grease and all the impurities, so we won't be sanding it down into our paint. And it is the next day here. We might as well start taking the front end apart, taking the door off, because we've got some new parts. On this one, I picked up this COPART certified aftermarket fender. And then I got this COPART certified hood, also aftermarket. And I found this nice Barcelona red used door on the Facebook Marketplace. So I had really good luck with the 3rd generation in the last episode with the used door. So I picked this one up. I made some quick work of that. I got the fender off, and we can see this apron. It's got just a little bit of a curve to it there. So I pulled out the tram gauge, and I'm going to measure the square from over there to right here at that fender bolt. And then I'm going to do the same thing from that hole back there to that fender bolt. And we'll get this thing all squared up, and then we'll be able to test fit our new fender, and we can test fit that new Barcelona red door. We're going to get that first initial measurement just to kind of see how close it is. I mean, this is just a preliminary measurement. Then we can do the same thing on this side. Should get into that hole, and we can see that it's got to come out at least that much, about a 1/2 inch. And I just bolted up this slide hammer. We're going to just give it a little tug. It should move pretty easy. And it looks like it needs to bump up just a little bit right there. So we'll bump it up just a little bit. And now we'll measure it again with the tram gauge. See how close we are. So now we're tapping on the bolt, and we'll flip it around and check the other side real quick. So the other side, we adjusted that back up, and we'll check this one more time. And we can see we got a ways to go, just a little bit. So we'll tap it again with the slide hammer. So now we're going to measure it again with the tram gauge. Let's just see how close we are. Boy, look at that, right in the hole. And then this one, right to the middle of the bolt head. So that's good. So the next thing we'll measure is from this end down here. And then I'm going to X all that out. And then we will check and see if the fender fits. But we probably take this door off before that. So I'm pretty happy with all of this. So now I got to get in here and I got to unplug this door. unplug it here, and then I'm going to unbolt the hinges here and just set the door off. So generally you got to take the kick panel off. I don't know, somebody may have had this door off before because it's all kind of out here, but we can unplug it out here. So now we got it unplugged. Then I can just take these hinges loose. So I'm going to take these 12mm bolts loose right here and just leave the hinges on the truck because it'll be a lot easier that way. And then I'll just take these out. And after I get the last one, I just hold it in there and then open the door and set it right off. Which I need to get this off and check this A-pillar out. I mean, something just hit it. Maybe the truck that hit it had a ladder on it, but this is just a really small crease. I can pull that right back out. That is no problem whatsoever. And I know you're wondering, like I'm wondering, is that door gonna fit? That fender gonna fit? I've got a new set of hood hinges, so I may have to put those on, but I'm gonna try. The hood hinges I have are aftermarket, and man, a bent Toyota one sometimes is a little bit better than an aftermarket, but I think these are okay, but I'm gonna check it first after I get the fender and the door put on, then we'll try for the hood. We're gonna try to just do the reverse of taking it off and just scoot it right back on here where it goes. And then I try to find the latch and let it sit on the latch while we get these bolts started. And now I'll just snug it up. Check that out. That is a really good initial test fit on that door. And there's one thing, my plug was different. I don't know exactly what year the truck was this one came off of, but oftentimes you got to change the wiring harness, which is not too bad. I got to take the door panel off anyway to get everything trimmed out. When I do that, I'll just swap that wiring harness out quick. I'm really happy with the way that fits. Time to test the fender. So here's our first initial test fit of that fender to that door. Man, look at that. That looks really nice. I don't know how the hood's gonna fit just yet, but I imagine we should probably find that out here right now in just a minute. And well, I went ahead and got the hood put on, and man, that thing looks nice. I mean, we got good gaps on both sides. Like, check that out right off the bat. So we got a fender on, we got the hood on, we got the door on. I don't have the headlights yet, so I can't check that. But I guess the next thing I gotta do is get started on this A-pillar, and let's see if we can pull that out. Because right now, it's only been about 3 hours that I've been working on this truck. So that's pretty good. We gave it a wash, we got right on it, took it all apart, got everything squared up. So let's fix the A-pillar because I'm gonna get the new windshield put in. We need to get that done. I'm gonna get that A-pillar fixed first, and we'll see how that turns out. I use that dent fixing machine from Vibor, the G090E. Pull all that back out and put one little thin coat of filler on there. Man, that thing is slick and smooth. Just need to put a little glaze on to fill in my scratches. And then we'll put some primer on. And we'll have that ready for the windshield to come in. That's pretty good right there. So that was a good day's work. We got all of this stuff done. I gotta wait on the headlights to come in to fit those. So might as well start getting some of this stuff ready to paint. Maybe I'll fix the door next. So I don't know, but that's about enough for today. So we'll catch back up with you guys tomorrow in the morning. Well, it is the next day here and the mailman ran and we got the new headlights. So I'm gonna stick the headlight in, just leave the old one on the driver's side because I just want to test fit everything because it's looking like we're looking pretty good. So let's put the headlight in, put the bumper back on, put the grill in, and see where we're at with this thing. Man, check that out. That fits just like a glove. So I temporaried the bumper on there, temporaried the flare on there. It's got a little bit of a dent right there. It's no big deal. Take a heat gun and get that out. But check that out, man. This whole front end turned out absolutely perfect in just a few hours. But definitely let me know what you think about this 2013. Do you think I got a good deal in it? It looks like so far, fingers crossed, we got a great truck here. But I think maybe I ran out of time in this video. So in the next video, we'll try to get everything painted and get this truck up to 100%. But don't forget to turn those post notifications on. You don't want to miss out on anything. We'll catch you guys next time. We're out.